Penn State University, and it is the 1A final between Dubois Central Catholic and Halifax. Hi everyone, along with Jamie Wechter, I'm Bob Capasso. Glad to have you along. Great one here. You have a team that is absolutely on a roll in Dubois Central Catholic and the defending single-A champ Halifax.
Absolutely. Halifax, you're going to see a lot of familiar names from last year, including the kid on the hill. For Dubois Central Catholic, great mix of young talent with veteran leadership. Going to be a great game.
Right, let's start with Central Catholic. They will be the visitors. Here is how they got here, and they pretty much rolled through this tournament, especially early on. That was a 5-inning game against Rochester, and they are led by that prototypical coach's son.
Absolutely, coach's kid. You hear about him all the time. They've been around the game since they were kids. Braden Fox, left fielder, just a freshman. Out of the three-hole, he's hitting .471, 36 RBIs for the season. In states, he's just 6 for 11 with 6 RBIs. His dad, head coach Adam, played 9 years of professional baseball.
On the other side, here's Halifax. They're the defending champ. They know how to get through this tournament, and they didn't score a lot. Enough to get through, especially against a very good Tri-Valley team out of District 11, a one-run game. And Judah Miller has raised his average by 100 points from the regular season to the state tournament.
Yeah, Judah Miller, he's just a junior, but a veteran, been around this program, great athlete. Last year, they battled through some major injuries through the season. He was the offensive leader last year. Again this year, a lot of Division II recruits. Schools coming after him, 4-7 on the season. He's also 6 for 11 in states with 4 RBIs.
Will we have a repeat champion? Will we have a second-time champion, Dubois Central Catholic? It's Central Catholic and Halifax in the single-A championship game. Our first pitch is coming up. Another 100 after 3 days rest. That extra day is big. So he strikes out 1 and walks 1.
To perfection.
Here's Braden Fox, just a freshman, batting .471, and he takes up high for ball 1. 5 doubles, 2 triples. He leads the team with 36 runs batted in, and he's second with 29 runs scored as they chase Hickman back at first.
Yeah, he's a young kid. You're going to see he's just going to grind out at bats. He's going to battle, go deep into a lot of counts. He's not going to expand his zone. For a young kid, has a really good clue at the plate.
There's a strike. Anderson on the season is 4-2 with a 3.07 earned run average. This will be his 15th appearance. Anderson has thrown 43 1/3 innings, given up 19 earned runs, walked 36, struck out 57.
He's going to face this Halifax lineup loaded with returning players from last year's state title game. You're going to see a bunch of kids that are very athletic. Obviously, the 2 Millers up top, ultra athletic, both of them. Judah Miller, shortstop, just a junior, but he's a kid last year.
Number 1 in the junior class. That just finished. That off the handle, and it's a flip from Anderson for the first out. And he slaps this one to the right side. Sanson will take it himself, and there are 2. That's bounced to the left side. Across comes Pisarcik, the third baseman, to make the play, and the side is retired.
Yeah, that's a great job by Pisarcik coming across, because the shortstop, Brenzecker, is going to have a tough time. This would have bounced. This second hop would have eaten him up. Great job of cutting in front, making the throw.
Halifax goes in anyway.
Yeah, the one thing you're going to see with Tyrell, he's going to go deep in a lot of counts.
3-2.
Sansom is actually a Division I recruit. He's going to Kent State. I think he's going to work on the mound for the Golden Flash out there.
That's line to center. Coming on is Klein, and he makes the catch. That's a tough one. I always hated when I played outfield, ball tournaments, 21-4 overall, went 7-1 in the Allegheny Mountain League. That's rolled to second and off the glove of Strohecker, and Gritcher is on the error.
Test catcher Caden Berry, he's actually a transfer position-wise. He was a second baseman coming up, needed a catcher this year, and jumped in and learned the position.
That goes a little bit deeper than everyone thought, and it drops in center field. Colby will round third, actually slide into third, and stop there. And let's see what they score it. It drifted. Now, we talked about how the wind is going out, and Klein kept running and running and running, and never caught up to it.
Yeah, the wind certainly took that. Where Klein, and you're saying he's running and running. Unfortunately, he's backpedaling and backpedaling and backpedaling, and that's the last thing you want to do as an outfielder. When you backpedal, you lose kind of concept of awareness.
And the payoff is lifted behind first, foul territory. Sansom now over toward fair territory, makes the catch as he falls down, and again battling that wind.
Wind, sun, he's battling everything right there. That's a great play. Kept his feet moving, never stopped the feet. That's the key to this. You see him, he swivels the hips like a good defensive back, and he gets down there and makes the play.
And the first pitch is lifted on the left side. Brzezinski, the shortstop, will make the catch, and there are two away. Final in 2021, and now in the finals in 2022, so it's been a great run here in the last 4 years. That's a strike, hits the outside corner, and Berry knew it as he pounds the ground with the bat, knowing he looked at strike three. It's the first strikeout for Anderson.
And Anderson froze him. He guessed one thing. Gets something that kind of a backdoor breaking ball off speed. Excellent pitch.
No runs ahead, a man left. At the end of 2 full, we are scoreless.
Yeah, especially when you're considering he's probably, what, a 15-year-old freshman?
Yeah. He kind of looks it, but he can hit the ball. And that's up high for a ball. Went 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. In the 6-inning, 15-5 win over Rochester, they knocked out 17 hits with 8 doubles in that game. 8 doubles.
Yeah. The team slugging percentage goes through the roof when that happens.
Mm-hmm. In fact, they had 2 6-inning games. They beat Southern Fulton 12-2 in 6 innings. That's a strike. Snowberger had an RBI in that one. He's had a hit in every game, 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. And they had a battle 7-1 against Sagerstown in the quarterfinal. That's up high, and it's 3-1.
And this is what you're going to get with Tyrell. He's going to go deep into a lot of counts. He's sitting at about 42 pitches. So if you're head coach Jake Sprinkle, that's what you worry about. You worry about the pitch count because of how far and how deep he goes into many batters.
And that is his second.
Liberty was begging for timeout as the Warwick pitcher was just set, and he wouldn't get it.
That's lifted to left center. It's going to get to the gap, and it is going to roll. Snowberger will round third. He will score. Here comes Hickman. He goes about a third of the way to third and then retreats. It's an RBI double for Carter Hickman, and Dubois Central Catholic takes a 1-0 lead.
And I think Hickman took offense. He probably heard you say he was one of the few that didn't have a double. So he has to say, hey, I'll show you, Bob. He laces this ball. He barrels this up and drives this a long way. Even with a little help from the wind, that ball was hit hard. Kind of surprised he held up. He was cruising around. I think he would have came in third standing up. Especially the ball missed the cutoff, but not obviously you didn't know that, but I think he would have been safe either way.
Here's Fox, who flied out his first time up.
Yeah, so Fox, we already talked about his head coach, Adam. who is the played 8 years of minor league baseball.
And he grounds to second. It will push the runner over, and Fox is down. Hickman goes to third.
But for Braden, okay, maybe dad's not available. You go to your stepdad, who just happens to be Corey Ragsdale, who's the current first base coach for the Texas Rangers. So you got a dad who played 8 years of professional baseball. You got a stepdad who's, I'm sure, obviously played professional baseball and now in the coaching ranks.
Caden Brzezinski grounded to first his first time up. Brzezinski's another guy who's had a big tournament. 2 doubles as well in that first game, the first round. An RBI single, RBI double in the second, 2 RBIs in the third. 3, 4, 5, 6 RBIs in the 3 games coming in for Brzezinski.
Yeah, the depth of their lineup up and down is pretty impressive.
Yeah, especially for a small school. This is lifted to center. Going back is Klein. Back. He makes the catch. Tagging at third is Hickman. He will score easily. It's a sacrifice fly for Brzezinski. And Central Catholic is now up 2-0.
And the Panda does his job. Man on third, less than 1 out. You're just looking to drive the ball somewhere in the outfield. Gets a good piece of this, drives it pretty deep for Klein. No chance to throw him out, so that's exactly what Coach Fox is looking for.
Now Cole Sansom, who lined to center his first time up. You know, it's interesting. We're working 12 teams here, and there's so many different ways everybody approaches it. Some gave us some really great information. Some gave us a book. That's a strike.
Yeah, Coach Fox, he has been our favorite coach so far up here. I'm assuming it's he who did this. He gave us an unbelievable bio on every one of his players.
Even anybody who comes off the bench.
Yeah, absolutely.
2-1 on Sansom. Well, we want to let the state know whatever we can about these teams.
So, Bob, when you gave the schedule or the games for Dubois Central Catholic, you mentioned Southern Fulton. This is I believe my 4th year doing these games for PCN, and we see a lot of great things. We have a lot of great moments. I had a great one last night. But one of my favorite moments happened with Southern Fulton. I believe it was 2018 or 19. They were in the
playoffs. That's ball 4. Back-to-back walks. It's the 4th inning into a great inning with 2nd and 3rd and 2 outs. And he will. It goes through the left side. Sansom scores. They will wave in Colby. He will score. It's a 2-run single for Braden Anderson. And the Cardinals are up 4-0.
Yeah, Braden Anderson have a day. 2 for 2 at the plate. Double the first time, single here, driving in a couple runs, and then dealing on the hill. If you're a Dubois Central Catholic fan, you're feeling good about this right now, and you're feeling good about your senior pitcher, Braden Anderson.
Now Blake Bisarchik, who struck out his first time up.
It's not necessarily the velocity, it's that pinpoint control, and Tyrell at times goes deep into accounts anyway, so once he's tired, he's going to really struggle.
There's his 5th walk and his 4th of the inning. And there are runners back on at first and second.
Here comes Coach Sprengel out for a visit. Be shocked if we don't see a change right now. The top of the 7th, they go in the bottom of 7th down by 3 and come back and win.
That's popped up to center. Klein coming in, Strohecker going out, and it's going to drop. Meanwhile, Anderson was running with 2 outs, and he will score. They flash up hit on that one. It's an RBI single, and now it's 5-0.
Yeah, just the wheels falling off the bus right now for Halifax. Klein ran a long way.
The guy who started it, Snowberger, comes up now, so they've batted around. Snowberger, the 10th batter in the inning, walked and scored. You know, the other thing about being able to make it to a championship, sometimes you just got to be lucky. You got to be good, but there are a lot of good teams. There are a lot of great teams.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially in baseball, the luck plays into it because you may face a really good team whose stud pitcher just pitched the game before and is not eligible to pitch. So much goes into that.
And that is the 5th walk of the inning, the 6th overall, and the 2nd in the inning.
In the game.
This is grounded toward third, backhanded by Stone Road, and he gets to the bag in time to end the inning. But Dubois Central Catholic sends up 11 batters. They score 5 runs on 3 hits, 5 walks, and they do leave 3. We've played 2.5 here in the 1A final. Dubois Central Catholic leads it 5-0. And now it changes.
Yeah, you better make sure that you are checking a lot.
This is line to left, coming on left fielder Braden Fox. He makes the play, 1 down. And he rolls it to second, takes a late hop. Hickman plays it, and there are 2 away.
You're getting a fastball.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
So Anderson said.
Third, 2 outs. The 2-1 pitch is lifted sky high, straight up. Anderson backs up onto the mound, makes the catch, stumbles a little, but holds on, and that will end the inning.
Yeah, I think Coach Fox is standing there. No, somebody take it. That is such a difficult play for a pitcher. This is why you see him backing up over that mound. Makes it difficult, but a great play by Anderson.
1 run, 3 hits. Bright sunny day, a little less humid than yesterday, but still as warm. A hard shot through the right side for a base hit for Sansom.
Yeah, he gets an inside pitch, pulls the hands in, pulls it right through that 4-3 hole. Good piece of hitting.
Now Ben Gritzer, students, whatever. That's lifted to right center over Alvarez. He can't get to it. It's over his head. Sansom will round third. He will score. It's an RBI double for Gritzer. And now it's 6-1 Dubois Central Catholic.
Yeah, he gets a mistake pitch that he barrels up, drives it a long way to right field. Alvarez, the right fielder, again with the wind, still kind of blowing towards right field. This ball carried on him, and he took a pretty flat angle. You'd like to see him get more of a sharper angle, kind of back towards the wall. Tough play as the ball just carried over his head. Good piece of hitting, and they get that run back.
And he gets a break. Colby comes in to run for him. Now Anderson, who hit a 2-run single. Anderson. That's lifted to right, going toward the corner. Snowberger over and back, makes the catch over his head, and there's 1 down.
Yeah, you're going to see him. He comes straight across, and all of a sudden he realized, hey, boy, that is carrying, and he quickly got back. That ball is really carrying to right field right now. Barrels it up, drives it a long way. Right there, you see him initially come a pretty harsh angle, but then he gets back on it once he reads it.
This afternoon. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Nasty pitch.
It's the 2nd strikeout for Braden Anderson.
Watch this off-speed pitch, just nasty. Up in the zone, looks like it's going to be a fastball. You don't recognize the spin, and then that late movement drops off the table. Just a very good pitch.
Who lined to left his first time up. And and he lifts it to shallow right. Snowberger coming on, makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs a hit, one left. At the end of 4 full in the Single A championship game, it's Dubois Central Catholic 6, Halifax 1. Into the seats, and the field is down to level. That is outside ball 4. That is the 7th walk given up, the first by Strohecker. Tries to bunt. Pine popped one up, and it dropped between a couple of guys out in shallow right field. So he gets an RBI single. He also grounded out. Pine turns to bunt. Stone Road at third comes in. Now he swings away and hits it into left center for a base hit. Rounding second, Pisarcik. He will go to third. And the Cardinals have first and third with nobody out here in the 5th.
That is one of my favorite skills in baseball. You get some guys that can really handle the bat. You show that early. You get the defense moving. You pull it back and just lace. And for some reason, when you do that, he got back into his normal recoil, but you're so short and quick to the ball. You see so many times you see those quick little line drives. So it's not like you're showing bunt and then you're patient leadoff hitter. Can't ask for a whole lot more.
Runner goes from first. The throw is cut off by the pitcher Strohecker. And Pisarcik was heads up down to third. He wasn't biting on that. It's a stolen base for Pine, and now second and third with no outs. That's a strike. It's 2-2.
Yeah, tough spot now. Second and third, no outs. Top of the lineup. Strohecker's going to have to certainly battle.
That's a liner into right for a base hit. Pisarcik scores. Pine will stop at third as Alvarez gets it back in quickly. It's an RBI single for Snowberger, and now a 7-1 lead for Central Catholic.
Yeah, great piece of hitting. You get 2 strikes on you, get the pitch, stays back so well. Gets the barrel through the zone a long time. That is traveling through the zone. Gets the barrel to it, laces the line drive right to right field.
Now Carter Hickman. Hickman has walked and doubled. Yeah. And Snowberger might have stopped a little bit late because he was already to the bag.
Yeah, correct.
That is through the middle for a base hit. Pine scores. Snowberger will stop at third as they go station to station because Berry gets the ball in quickly from center field. It's another RBI single, and Hickman has a pair of RBIs in the game, and it is now 8-1.
So Hickman is the junior second baseman, and Coach Fox tells us he's currently uncommitted, but he expects to have some schools looking at him this summer. Yeah, Coach, no doubt. This kid can flat out hit. He is such a beautiful swing through the zone. He is short and quick to the ball. He barrels stuff up, and he laces them. Yeah, certainly expect to see some college coaches knocking at his door this summer.
Yeah.
That running game rolling.
Runner goes, they snap throw to third, and that's read well by Snowberger, who immediately dives back to third, so it's a stolen base for Hickman. And that is his 8th. So second and third, still no outs. That's up and in. Again, we talked about Fox in the open, but here are his complete numbers. In Game 1, 3 for 4, 3 runs, 2 RBIs, a double. In Game 2, a 2-run double, 2 for 4, 2 runs, 3 total RBIs, and 1 for 3, 2 runs and an RBI in the semifinal. That's popped up. Might be playable, but it's back to the screen, and it's 2-2. So Fox has certainly had himself a tournament, although he's one of 2 guys who has not reached base today for Dubois Central Catholic.
Yeah, judging by that last swing, he's a little tired of being the only one. So he was a little over anxious, got a high fastball out of the zone, he thought he could do something with, but it was a difficult pitch.
And he lifts it to right. It will get into the gap and roll to the wall. Snowberger is in. Hickman is in. Fox will go to third. It's a 2-run triple for Braden Fox. And I don't know if he heard us, but he says, you know what? I'm getting on base and I'm driving a couple in, and he does. And it's now 10-1.
Yeah, whether he heard us or not, that was very evident. He was going to be aggressive in that at bat. He got up there hacking, and he got a pitch again up in the zone. He went up after it, got the barrel to this one, and just drove it to deep right center field, rolled all the way to the 375 mark out in right field, and he cruised in the third base with the triple.
4 runs, 4 hits, and a walk in the innings so far for Dubois Central Catholic, and there are still no outs, and that is going to be it for Trent Strohecker.
Yeah, you look at this lineup for the Cardinals, and the thing that jumps out to me is just the approach that every hitter in the lineup has. And it's something you don't always see in high school baseball, and I think I got to attribute that to Coach Fox. When you get a coach who 9 years of professional baseball, he has a clue. You stick around in minor league baseball that long, and you're getting some good coaching, and you're playing a lot of baseball. He's bringing that to Dubois and teaching these kids well. They're good swings at the plate, but just the approach. They don't chase pitches. They don't look to help the pitcher at all. They're getting their balls in the locations they want to hit. They're barreling things up, and it's a laser show out here.
Go to the bottom of the 5th, and Halifax did avoid disaster by stranding that last run, which would have been the one that would have given Dubois Central Catholic a 10-run lead and forced Halifax to basically, win it or stay alive here in the bottom of the 5th.
They're able to repeat their mechanics so much easier.
That's lifted to right. Snowberger camps under it, makes the catch, and there's one who thought he had a play at second, didn't, turn the throw of the first, and he didn't get the play there. Great play by Pisarcik to snare it and then double up Judah Miller over at first.
Yeah, great job by Pisarcik. Better job by Sansom over at first base, picking this tough throw out of the dirt. Watch this. Throws down. He's stretched, picks it, gets the double play.
No runs, no hits, a walk, nobody left. We've played 5 full here in the single A final, and it's 10-1 Dubois Central Catholic. It's been all Cardinals in this one.
Yeah, the bats exploded early. Laser show all around Medlar Park. Cardinals had it. There's Anderson, the starting pitcher. Couple base hits, couple RBIs. They're just doing an outstanding job. Barreling balls up all over the field. Couple mental mistakes by Halifax. Halifax tried to get back into the game, but all Cardinals so far.
And Braden Anderson has been outstanding on the mound. Not a ton of strikeouts, but he's only walked 1. The junior steps in and will hit for Anderson. And there's a strike. Costco on the season batting .286 with 4 doubles and 7 runs batted in.
Yeah,
and it's inside.
I'm thinking Anderson's day might be done. I believe that might be. Yeah, that's Sansom down in the pen getting loose. They quickly ran him down there.
That's lifted to right. Alvarez over, back. It's going to be over his head. The wind blows it deep. And into second goes Costco.
Yeah, that ball is continuing to carry to right field, and it's just giving Alvarez fits out there. That's the second or third that's kind of beat him deep that he's just not sure of with the wind carrying the ball over his head.
Now Blake Pisarcik, he has walked twice. It's the bottom third of the order here. And he bunts one toward first. It's scooped up by Judah Miller, the pitcher. And to third goes Costco. And that would be the 10-run run for the Cardinals.
Yeah, great bunt by Pisarcik. Want to make sure you get that ball right down the first base line. Give your runner the opportunity to easily get to third base.
You say the bottom of the order. Doesn't matter. They've been excellent as well. Matt Pine is 2 for 3 with an RBI single and a single, a stolen base, and a run scored. Andrew Green to run. And he will run at third for Costco and try and get that 10th run. That's a strike on the outside. You can still come back. I mean, it would be a tall order, but it can happen. This is bounced towards short. In comes Strohacker. The throw to the plate. Got him. Green was coming on contact, and Strohacker did a great job to get to it quickly, and just as great a job by Caden Berry to put the tag on.
Yeah, great job by Berry. You're going to see the throw kind of take him up and away from the runner. He gets it, but Strohacker put a lot of juice on that, so he had some time. He could go get it, come back down, and get the runner.
So Pine at left field line. Outside, ball 4.
Yeah, so he battled through a couple outside pitches that might have been called strikes, fouls them off, and then gets one up and out and leaves it go. Take the walk. That's just a very good quality at bat by Snowberger.
8 walks. Now here's Hickman. Hickman had an RBI single in the 5th. He grounds it left side and through for a base hit. They're going to wave in Pine, and he will score. And it's now 11-1 Dubois Central Catholic.
So if Halifax would check.
Popped out. And he lifts it to left field. Fox over. And look at the wind blow that back. He was about to run toward the line, and the wind brings it back until this one gets over. That's a bouncer toward third. Pisarcik will make the play, and the side is retired. However, Halifax stays alive. They pick up 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 1. We've played 6 full in the Single A final. It's 11-2 Dubois Central Catholic.
Looking to do something. Ground ball just rolled right over it. Nice play by Stone Road over at third base.
Now Sansom. And he lifts one deep to right. Alvarez looks up, and that is gone! Up into the seats over the big green wall in right field, and Sampson sends one out for the home run.
Yeah, I think we're going to see today it's a great day to be a left-handed hitter. Balls are carrying to right field, and he jumps on the first fastball he sees and deposits it up into the bleachers over the big green wall.
That went far.
Yeah, that's a power stroke right there.
And that is his first home run of the season, and he does it in the state final. You know, you go through a season and you say, hey, that's a team that could go to Penn State. There's another one that could win a title. There's a lot of good teams out there, and it's not easy to get to this point.
No, and they came into the season with probably different overviews, where Halifax was the returning state champ, had a lot of guys back. But this Cardinals team they're loaded, and they kind of cruise through the season. So I'm sure the expectations were there. Everyone around the program, around Dubois, knew what kind of talent they had. But it's another thing to take it to the field and continue to win, and they've certainly done it. And the offense has been great, but their pitching staff is pretty incredible.
Strike three, hits the corner. It's only his third strikeout. That does not make it any less impressive, though.
No, I think he is certainly one of those pitchers we kind of talked about earlier. He has a lot of heavy sink on his pitches. He gets a lot of ground balls. We've seen him. Good defense at third base, short, second. They're making plays behind him, and he gives them the team a lot of ground balls.
Now Kelton Berry. Berry is grounded out, and flied out. And he lifts it to the right side. Carter Hickman makes the catch. And Dubois Central Catholic is 1 out away.
He doesn't have to conserve pitches, but he is. 4-pitch strikeout and first pitch swinging. Good way to get started on the 7th inning and tell your teammates to get ready on the dog pile.
Here's Judah Miller. A walk, a single, and a ground out. And he lifts it to right center. The center fielder, Pine, has it. And the Cardinals of Dubois Central Catholic win their 2nd championship.
There's the dog pile celebration, and Mr. Anderson did not want to be on the bottom of that. He fought tooth and nail. He's a big, strong kid, too, so it was tough to tackle him, but great team win for the Cardinals. Anderson, an excellent effort on the hill, and the offense just exploded, just laser shows all over the place.
12 runs, 13 hits. They play errorless ball. They did leave 10. I mean, they left 3 after scoring 5 runs in that third. On the other side, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, and 5 left for Halifax, but that was a dominant performance by the Cardinals. So Dubois Central Catholic wins the Single A State Championship 12-2 over Halifax. We'll be back with the awards ceremony in a moment.
Team of Dubois Central Catholic Cardinals. Head coach Adam Fox, would you please bestow the medals on your team? Number 1, Aiden Snowberger. Number 2, Andrew Green. Number 3, Nick Colby. Number 4, Trenton Miller. Number 6, Caden Brzezinski. Number 7, Cole Sanson. Number 8, Brayden Fox. Number 9, Carter Cusco. Number 11, Brandon Anderson. Number 12, Carter Hickman. Number 16, Dylan Hanna. Number 18, Ben Greitzer. Number 28, Blake Pisarchik. Number 30, Matt Pine. Scorekeeper, Xavier Schwenter. Media, Carter Cummings. Strength and conditioning coach, Mike Gralla. Assistant coach, Evan Snowberger. Pitching coach, Dan Waskovich. Assistant coach, Jack Spellin. Athletic director, Phil Esposito. And principal, Kari Miller. Would Brandon Anderson and Cole Simpson now please step forward to accept the 2022 PIAA 1A Championship Trophy?
How fitting that it is Anderson and Sansom who lift that trophy. Sansom had that home run. Anderson threw a gem on the mound. And Dubois Central Catholic is your PIAA Single A state champions. Time for our LVC player of the game, and it is Braden Anderson.
Yeah, no question on our player of the game there. All he did was throw a complete game, 6-hitter, 3 strikeouts, and only 1 base on ball. And then for good measure at the plate, 2-3 with a single, a double, and 2 RBIs. Just an outstanding day for the young man, Mr. Anderson.
And they take him out for rest, and the guy that comes in for him, Carter Costco, hits a double. You gotta love it. And he comes back, pitches the last 2 innings, and he's our LVC player of the game, sponsored by Lebanon Valley College. Listed number 1 in Pennsylvania for job placement, Lebanon Valley College will get you career ready. Visit the campus for traditional and adult learners. Visit lvc.edu. Well, that was the most dominant performance of the 2 days so far. We have 2 left to go, and Dubois Central Catholic is your PIAA Single A champions. That'll do it for